So I thought we might do some abdominal breath together, okay? So you can sit if you want to, but otherwise I might suggest for now, at least we just come down to lie on our backs. And you might even just keep your knees bent, especially if you find it uncomfortable on your back to release your legs onto the mat. But you're happy, I mean, it's fine for you to release your legs if you want to. Whatever's comfortable for you, really. And then we'll just take a moment just to settle into whichever position we've chosen to settle into. As we also take a moment just to notice how we're feeling. So noticing our mental state, for example. And noticing how we're feeling emotionally. How you're feeling energetically. How you're feeling physically. And then just noticing how you ordinarily breathe, although that can be tricky, I know, because as soon as you start to become aware of it, you might change how you're breathing, but still, just noticing the naturally arising breath. And then we'll start to engage more towards abdominal breath. So I might suggest, invite you to bring your hands onto your tummy, around your navel centre. It can just help you to get a real kind of felt sense of what's going on when you breathe. So we're still going to breathe in and out through the nose as we would do ordinarily. Breath coming in through the nose, down through the windpipe and into your lungs. But as you breathe in, you're going to try and connect with your diaphragm, that dome-shaped muscle that separates your abdominal cavity from your chest cavity. Okay, so as you breathe in, the dome-shaped muscle is going to move downwards in space, which is what causes the abdomen to rise. It's a really, really helpful breathing technique actually, because it can be incredibly calming for the mind and for the nervous system. It can also be really helpful in helping us to access the lower lobes of the lungs, so it kind of allows us to maybe bring more oxygen into the body. Also, because the diaphragm is going downwards in space, it kind of massages the digestive organs. It's really helpful for the liver, for example, and the stomach. So as you breathe in, like I say, all you're doing is trying to connect as much as you can with that dome-shaped muscle and cause the tummy to rise towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, the dome-shaped muscle will move back upwards towards your rib cage and your tummy will soften downwards. So it's not that you're having to use a lot of effort, you're not having to, pump the breath with your abdominal muscles or anything. You're just trying to connect more with the diaphragm and the process then of breathing, like the functionality of the body in terms of breathing. Okay, so just having a go at that, the breath coming in through the nose, down into your lungs, the diaphragm moving downwards so your tummy expands into your hands. And then as you exhale, the diaphragm moves back upwards in space and the hands settle down. Now, not forcing the breath, but seeing if you might lengthen into your exhalation, okay? So you might bring a silent count to your breath, counting how long it takes you to inhale, not rushing the breath, and then seeing if you can make your exhalation just a little bit longer than your inhalation. If the mind wanders away, you start thinking, see if you can just bring the awareness back to the breath, so anchoring mind with breath. And then you might carry on exactly as you are, like this. Or you might just bring your knees a little bit closer in towards your chest. And you might take your hands onto your knees. And then as you inhale abdominal breath, tummy expands, the knees move away from you or from your face. And as you exhale, tummy settles, the knees come back in towards your torso, towards your face. So you inhale, knees move away, tummy expands. And exhale, knees come back in, tummy softens. Maybe just take one more breath like this. Before releasing your feet, your legs back down onto the mat. And just a few more just to finish rounds of abdominal breath. Still consciously lengthening into your exhalation. And I'm going to leave you here. You might just carry on, take a few more rounds. Or you might just rest for a moment, just letting the effects of the practice settle.